There you go. Alhamdulillah.
It
I see
seems,
you now. I see
yeah.
you now. I see you now. Alhamdulillah.
The tech side
Yeah.
is really like messing up. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am fine. I'm so happy to see your beautiful face. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Smile. I love it.
Yes,
I love
too.
it. Alhamdulillah, mashallah, tabarakallah. How are
Alhamdulillah.
you?
I'm fine. Alhamdulillah. I'm doing great. Are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing good. So very quickly, Sister Raheema, I would like to ask you, were you always an author since childhood? Was it your passion?
Okay. Like, no, I started reading at the age of 5 or 6 when I was in the primary school, right?
Right.
And I love it so much.
Okay.
So what happened is when you're taking so much, like when you're taking a lot of stuff, when you read a lot of books, adventures, you know, the famous five, the Addy Boys,
Yes,
Nancy
yes,
Drew.
yes,
So
yes.
like, so I took in a lot of that to my JSS in high school. So what happened was at JSS 2, a friend and I, one of my best friends, we now decided to write our own adventure book.
Oh,
Like,
fantastic. So you started out writing an adventure book with your friends.
yes, like we just started and actually we completed it, but it wasn't published. So that was how I started writing. But it's not been like forever. Like I came out of like I stopped writing when I started my WAEC, that's West African examination, for me to go to university. So I had to concentrate. Okay. So I wasn't really like writing, but I was still reading. So that was the first attempt to be an author.
Oh, mashallah, tabarakallah. Alhamdulillah. So I have read your ebook, mashallah. It's fantastic. And then, did you just publish a new book?
No, the ebook I published in May this year. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to publishing a whole novel.
Yes.
That's a whole book. Inshallah, by the end of this year.
Inshallah,
I'm looking at 30th of December. Yes. I'm presently almost done. Then to be sent to the reviewers before it goes to the printer. So I need du'as.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the whole journey easy and fruitful for you. Ameen sum ameen. Would love to hold your book one day, inshallah. And show you, Sister, I have your book. Alhamdulillah. Bint Noreen says assalamu alaikum to you.
Yes, that's my friend Bint Noreen. Thank you for joining. She's a co-writer too.
Oh, mashallah, nice to know, Bint Noreen, mashallah, tabarakallah. Sister Raheema, I'd like to ask you where you're located, where are you at right now? And I would also love for you to talk about your book coaching that you do.
Okay, so I'm located in Abuja, Nigeria, that's West Africa. So I'm a coach, book coach. Before that, I was working as an employee in the oil and gas industry as an accountant.
Okay, mashallah.
So after like 13 years plus, I got, like tired of the same old. And I knew that I have a gift of writing and I love teaching and coaching. So I said, okay, let me just go after my dream. Like I've done the 9 to 5. So let me do the one that makes my heart sing. So my coaching, I started fully when I left my work. I've been doing it, but not like frequently because of the 9 to 5 job. I wasn't doing it fully. So now I'm into it. So book coaching, this is where I coach coaches. I hold their hand and I take them on the journey from their book idea to their first draft.
Thank you, mashallah.
So what happened is I have different like packages that I take, but the most detailed one is one of 12 weeks. So what we do is we look at your book idea and the reason why you're writing. You know whether you're writing for profit, that's as a livelihood, or you're just writing as a legacy, or you just want to have something down, like something that you wrote or something. So it depends on what you want. So from there, we now look at how to go about writing it. So basically, that's it.
That's fantastic.
Accountability. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So you're not just passionate about putting your work out there, you're also passionate about putting other people's dreams and stories out there. And that's somehow,
yes.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
So, what is it that you would suggest to everybody has stories, right, Raheema? Everybody wants
Yeah.
to, but not everybody can put it on paper. And sometimes in our heads, those stories are fantastic. And when you share with them orally, when you share with the world orally, it does sound good. But when it comes out on paper, there's I don't know what happens. There's so much of error. and and I think like because I want to be an author at some point, inshallah. So, what are the first steps that for somebody who thinks that they want to become an author at some point in life, inshallah, what is it that they should look at apart from what they need to write, what they want to write? How do you
Okay.
guide them?
Okay. Like I focus mainly on coaches. However, beginner writers do come to me. So, there's a difference. Those have been writing before, like you're used to writing,
Yeah.
like you can start writing. That's by following your a routine. Those that have not been writing before, like a beginner, they just have to start slowly, like writing daily, maybe for 10 minutes, write something, so that in that process, your voice, you get your writing voice. And like you're consistent, you write daily for 10 minutes, and with time you increase it like that. So it's like a routine thing. It's something like an exercise. Like you want to be fit, you have
Right.
to either go to the gym or start like walking or doing the exercise. So it's the same thing with writing. The more
Right.
you write, the more you get better at it.
Right.
That's
Walaikum
just
assalam,
it.
Faiza. Okay, continue. So,
Then the other thing is, um, if you want to be a writer, you need to be a reader.
oh
The two go
yes,
hand in hand. Yes. You cannot want to be a writer and you don't love reading. It would
yes.
happen.
Yeah.
The thing is, what you put in is like most time, what you fill yourself with, you bring out. If you don't fill your brain, your mind with things, you won't be able to bring things out. So there was this lady that I met at a writing class. So we're discussing, I was telling her, she was like, wow, wow. Like, oh, Masha, how did you get this? How did you? So I like, okay. She said she cannot write anything, that she's been trying, cracking her brains and everything. So, okay. So how many books have you read in the last 1 month? She kept quiet. There was a silence. I was like, is there none? She won't tell her like there's none. I said, okay, that's the issue. You cannot write if you don't read.
Right. Right.
They work hand in hand. So that's one thing. If you want to be good with writing, so you just have to be a good reader too. It's
That's so
like you can't do without the other for you to be
definitely.
like consistent.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So another thing is, like, most people, like, we think we want to write. We feel that, okay, my friend has written a book, I'm going to write a book. And like when you start, you're like, oh, I'm stuck, because you don't know your why. What's your why? What's the reason for writing? What's the reason for writing the particular book, or for your reason for writing itself? So you have to get an angle of why. Your why is very important. What I tell my clients is that when you know your why, then when you're on the writing journey, obstacles will come. Your why will always bring you back on
Yeah.
track.
Right.
So, and those are some of the things. Then, like for the established writers, what I would tell them is that most of them feel that writing is just like, okay, just writing, right? Just go into it like, and you're like on the on the road. But one thing that most people don't realize is, like, you need to plan. There are some things you need to plan. If you want to be on the track, that's just it. I know there are some people that panzer those words, and they are like, I think panzer is those people that just write without planning, right? But if you want to write, it's better you have an outline. The outline, the essence is for you to just write maybe one or two sentences for each chapter of what you want to write. Do a brain dump first, actually. Then you outline. That outline will just guide you on the way, so that you will not be writing out of point. You just face what you are written down. The thing is that you can add things as you go along,
Right.
but that outline must be done at the first instance. So that like will like keep you motivated to write. So like a guide.
Right.
So
Alhamdulillah. So, Sister
there
Raheema,
you
you know
go.
what? I've never asked you, do you are you married? Do you have kids?
Yes, I'm married,
MashaAllah.
and I've been married for 2014, 2004 is what? Like, I think 17 years. This 16 year. Yeah, the 16 year. Yeah,
Mashallah.
16 year in August. Alhamdulillah. So I have 4 kids.
Oh,
I have
mashallah.
3 girls and a boy.
Oh, mashallah, tabarakallah. So you were an author, you have written a novel, you've published ebooks, you're a book coach, and you're a mama. So how does that all go hand in hand? And do your children love the fact that you're a writer? Do they see you writing a lot? How does that work? How does the combination of a book coach, writer, and a mom work?
Wow, that's such a big question.
I
Like,
know, but
it's
it will tell the viewers more about yourself. You'll feel more connected, you know? But okay.
yes, like, yeah, it's more of a juggle, like as a mother, as a wife, and as you yourself. So like you juggle everything. For me, what works for me is I okay, before I started full time, like I was doing my 9 to 5 job. So what I do is when I want to write, I use my lunch break sometime, then later in the night, right? Then I tell them when I want to, I say, please don't disturb me. Mommy is busy. Please, like, let me get this done, and we will play or something. They always come, no matter how. They want to, like, okay, hear your voice, hug you. My last born is a hug. She's a hugger. Almost every minute, she's like, "Mommy, I want to hug you. Mommy, I want to hug you." Like I'm in the middle of writing. So like, just it's not perfect. Some days are like it moves smoothly. Some days are like just slow.
Definitely.
So like just give each of your acts, give time to each of them.
Right.
Yeah, there are some times we give time to more some parts, and there's like, so yeah, human being, right? So like I try as much as possible to spend time with them, especially when we are in this lockdown.
Yeah.
So what happens is I tell them, okay, from Monday to Friday is work, and I'm going to work from, even though sometimes it doesn't get done anyway, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Right.
So like they'll still come to the store, but like I'll lock the door and I'll do my thing.
Right.
And
Right.
during the weekends, like Sunday is a family time, like from morning to noon, we do some things together. So like they get attention, yes, for that period, so that they will not feel alone.
Yeah.
So
Because
and yeah, go ahead. My husband too do
I
help
was going
me.
to ask that because, see, the thing is with other jobs, like with interviews or with coaching other people, you have a block time and you talk to them and, you give them the ideas and everything. But with writing, I feel like there's this time when you just click. You just need to go. It can be morning, night, evening, afternoon, anywhere. When your brain starts writing, you just need to just dump
Yeah.
it all down before you forget. Because I think I forget a lot that these fantastic ideas, but if you don't put them down on paper, they
Yeah.
just go. So,
Yes. Definitely. Yes, it's true. It's very true.
yeah.
When it just pop, it could be like in the bathroom,
Yes.
even on the bed, when you're almost going to the bed,
Yeah.
or in a journey, when you're on a journey, like in the bus or something, like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
idea just comes. What I usually do, I usually have my pen and my
Okay.
notebook, small notebook, and in
Okay.
my bag.
So you write them down. Okay.
Yes, I write them down. The thing is, like, ideas will come as writers. It comes like I'll just write them down and like, okay, leave it at that because I'm working on a project. I want like, there's this thing, the passion, like I want to start on that immediately.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the one you're working on, you'll just abandon it. You won't get it finished. And so like, I try as much as possible, just put the idea down so that it will not be distracting your mental space. Like, yes.
Fantastic. So yeah, you were working on one thing and then you might think of
Yeah.
something else and you put it down so that it remains, right? And you can go back to it when needed. SubhanAllah.
Yeah, inshallah. Yeah.
Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much for your
Welcome.
time. Thank you so much for
Okay.
talking about the whole process
Welcome.
of, you taking somebody and coaching them through beginners or if they're already established writers, how to, get back on track, how to get undistracted, if that's the correct word. how to stop the
Yeah.
mental blocks. Always go back to your why.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jazakallah khair. So
Exactly.
inshallah, where can
Okay.
readers find your ebook? Because it's fantastic. I
Okay.
really would love everybody to at least
Thank you
go
very
through your
much.
ebook, mashallah. So
Okay, like is on is a link that I have. I don't have it on my website. Okay, website. Let me give you my website. Can I type
do
it
you have
here?
it on your Instagram bio, your
Okay,
website?
yes. Yeah, Instagram. Let me give you like my account is at Odusote Raheemah.
Yes,
That's my
I will
account.
put it in the notes, inshallah. I'll put your
Okay.
Instagram account there, and everybody can go to your account, and inshallah, jazakallah khair. And everybody can
Yeah.
go to your account, and from there they can get to your ebook, mashallah.
Yes, from the bio. In the bio, you go to the bio, you see it there. So it's there for the local, those for people in Nigeria, then for those that are outside abroad. So they have two different links there.
Yeah, jazakallahu khair. And we,
Okay.
what's your new novel about? Before we log off, I would love for you to introduce it.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, is I love writing fiction about family, relationships, marriage. So it's about the title is taken for granted, and it's about
Heavy.
a woman. It's about a woman. She's she loves the high life, the social life, and she doesn't want to be bothered about the mundane tasks of a wife or a mother.
Right,
So, and she's like all this, she's carefree. She's a Muslimah, but she's
right,
carefree
right.
until something
Hits her.
sudden happened to her, hits her, and she was like down on her knees and wondering how she can get up. So the journey, so it's
Right.
like a redemption kind of book, like a journey to find herself and her Lord, repair her relationship with her Lord. So that's what it's
I
about.
love these hearts. I love these hearts. Jazakallah khair for the hearts.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much. Thank you so much.
Jazakallah khairan.
And Sister Rahima, I'm so excited for your new novel, inshallah,
Thank you.
and looking forward to it. And definitely, everybody check out her ebook, and we'll keep an eye on the book, inshallah. That's coming by the end
Yeah,
of the year.
inshallah.
Jazakallah khair for your
Yeah.
time, and we'll
Yeah.
stay connected.
Yeah, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I it's
Thank you.
really
Thank you so much.
appreciated. Thank you very much, Sister Ira. I met you online. We've not met face to face, but
Yes.
there's this connection, like this connection we have, inshallah. Alhamdulillah for Islam. Jazakallah
Alhamdulillah.
khairan.
Assalamu alaikum.
All right, assalamu alaikum.